Good morning, everyone. We're at the Soybean Bay Farm hive, I should say. And we're going to look at it today, see if I can get a view of down in there. There's the bees. They are very calm today, so as I go through this, I'll bring you along. Okay, well, we're going to start on this side of the hive, pulling the frames out one at a time. That one's got a little bit of honey in it. This next one is full of honey, both sides. So they've got quite a bit of honey left in this hive, so they're good for food. There's another one full of honey. And these bees weren't fed last year, so I'm going to go through this pretty fast. I want to go slow enough that we don't disturb the bees. I currently don't have my veil up or anything. So, and you can see how calm the bees are. They're working on using up the honey out of the middle of that frame. That's how they normally do. They start in the middle, making room for the queen to come in and lay eggs, and they'll leave the honey around the brood area. I'm hoping you can see this. I'm not able to see the screen, and there's the queen. She's right there. She's got a red dot on her back. So we are queen right. I don't see any eggs up here, but she's up here thinking about laying. So she would be a queen from 2 years ago. Last year was green. The year before that was red. So she's a 2-year-old, or be a queen from 2 years ago. So the hive is looking good. We're going to see what her pattern looks like when we get down into the bottom box. I'm going to just do one more frame here in this honey super. I put honey supers on last year because that's all I had to put on. I didn't have another deep box to put on these, so, and the rest is going to be all honey. So looking in this, it's a dark looking honey. So yeah, put this back together. And move down into that lower box. So this hive overwintered, holy cow, that thing's heavy, in a deep and a medium. Let me adjust you here a little bit so you can see. There's the brood, or the cluster. I don't know that it's brood, but there's a cluster there. Should be some brood in here. Like before, we're going to start over here on this one side and work our way across. This first frame, that side is full of honey. And that side's mostly full of honey. This next frame, more of the same. They've got some of the frame opened up for the queen to lay in. She hasn't moved down into this box, or I don't see any evidence of her being down in this box yet. But there's a ring of pollen around that open area, just inside the honey ring. Boy, the propolis, this hive is full of propolis. And another one, I'm looking to see if she moved down fast. She's already down here in this lower box. There she is. That frame is full of bee bread, pollen. Put her back down in there. Not seeing any eggs on that side. This frame has got some pollen in it. There's some cap brood. So I suspect that the next frame is going to have cap brood on it. That's the beginning of the nest there. Pull this frame up out of here. And sure enough, there it is. She's got a nice laying pattern. There's some open larvae on in some of that, but that's a acceptable laying pattern. Nice frame of brood. Same on that side. Centers, they're emerging. I don't know if you can see it, but right here is a bee getting ready to emerge. So these bees, that's why these open areas, this area here is open. This frame is starting to emerge. So new bees coming out. Come on, girls. Another emerging brood frame, and she went back and laid it up. More brood. Let's see. That's the third frame of brood so far. Another frame of brood. So they've got 4 frames of brood already. And they got, on the fringes of this cap brood is open larvae, and then the further you get out here, there are some eggs. That's a nice pattern. Look at that brood. This thing is going to be exploding. And here is some drone brood. This one's getting ready to emerge right there. So, gonna have to keep an eye on this. Another couple of weeks, and gonna have to maybe split it. Now this has got honey in it because it's heavy. It's got pollen on this side and bee bread. And honey on that side. Next frame. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out of here because just show you, they got plenty to eat. That frame is full of honey. Oh, come on, get out of my hair. And then that side, they've used some of it. And next frame has got honey across the top half of it. On this side, they're getting a little agitated. I don't blame them. And same on that side. So I'm going to put this back together here before they get too out of hand. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 frames of brood. She's doing well. This hive is a strong one. Probably in the next couple of weeks we'll make a split, maybe 2 out of this. Just inner cover back on here. And the outer cover. And that's that. Well, I don't know if you noticed, but the hive is not in the same place it was last year. And we're missing 2 hives there on the end. I was out here last week, Thursday, and we moved the hives from down there by the lake where you see that tree in the distance. Let me see if I can get it on my camera. It's right there in the middle of the screen. Actually to the right about there. It's on this side of the lake. It's a small tree. That's where the hive was, and we moved it up here to this area up here. The Soybean Association wanted to move it away from the lake, and so we moved it up here closer to the road. And they have a lot of visitors and stuff, and they do tours, and they wanted people to be able to see the hive from the tractors or the wagons they use. But nevertheless, we're getting into bee season. These girls are bringing in pollen. See if we can catch some of them bringing it in. Never fails when you want to catch them on camera bringing pollen in, you don't see it. They were bringing it in earlier. Okay, well, we'll give that up, but I hope you enjoyed coming along with me today and taking a look at this hive. It's March the 12th. Temperature is just over 70 degrees right now, and beautiful day to be outside. There's a light breeze, so I hope to see you in our next video. I've got a meeting coming up tomorrow night at the Soybean Association. I'll be reporting on this hive and the other hive that I take care of there at the Soybean Association. So till we see you out the bee yard, happy beekeeping, and thanks for watching.